Oduduwa. Freedom.
Freedom.
Power.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, our comrade in Yoruba One Voice Coalition, citizen of Oduduwa Republic, we wish to formally present to you our overarching quest for an exit from Nigeria and the basis for agitation for Oduduwa Nation. As you are aware, President Goodluck Jonathan, on the 17th of March 2014 in Abuja, Nigeria, inaugurated the national conference with the hope of bringing solution to some of the problems that emerged as a result of 1914 amalgamation. However, because of the neglect and inaction regarding the submission of the national conference, the problem of national security, human rights, administrative equity, justice remain unresolved and continue to persist in violation of international law instruments. Based on the above, Yoruba One Voice, a coalition of Yoruba organizations in all 7 continents of the world, comprising of Yoruba from all walks of life, demand an exit from Nigeria for the following reason. Amalgamation Treaty. Moving forward from Amalgamation Treaty, which was hastily put together to serve the need of colonialists as opposed to the need and aspiration of the local people of Western Africa, which formally became recognized as Nigeria, and onto the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria, a byproduct of the said treaty. The abuse of power, imbalance in employment, political inequality, disregard for social institutions and structures, desecration of the civil service, and much more has continued unabated. The burden imposed by the unjustified and ignoble quota system policy, which has become the hallmark of abuse and domination, runs contrary to the spirit of equality and justice, and inhibits individual from attaining his God-given talent and potential. The guiding principle and philosophy of the Yoruba nation is founded upon the tenets of learning and intellectual development, which continually suffer constraint because of the said quota system. Economic growth is stunted in Yoruba land because of the policies that are incongruent and does not take account of the unique capabilities of Yoruba competency as was manifested in the economic and social management of the old Western regional government. The economic power and control over indigenous resources have been centralized, have in effect destroyed good sources of revenue for trade and tourism, which has continued to cause high unemployment rates and redundancies in Yoruba state. We, the Yoruba people, continue to experience gross violation of human rights in contravention of both 1999 Constitution amended and international human rights legal provisions, of which Nigeria is a signatory. The continuous criminal incursion and encroachment of our farmlands and village by terrorist cattle herders have remained unabated, with no prosecution of the unscrupulous and criminal element. Terrorism. For more than a decade, Nigeria's sovereignty has continuously been under armed attack by Boko Haram terrorist organization, classified by the Global Terrorism Index as the 3rd highest ranking terrorist organization in the world. As such, the terrorism issue in Nigeria has gone beyond the capacity and capability of Nigerian government, which has obviously and apparently negotiated support for the terrorist organization through obnoxious legislation and policies. The consequence of such policies remain the stronger regrouping of the terrorist organization in search of monetary compensation and rehabilitation from the government. This situation is further exacerbated by a prevalent cultural practices of male child neglect, characteristics of certain sections of the country, which further puts pressure on social relationship in Yoruba state, as witnessed by the large swath of beggars on our streets in urban area in Yoruba streets. Yoruba people's demand. The 1999 Constitution, like many before it, has undergone many amendments over the years, with the hope that no state will be in position to dominate or control the federal government and vice versa. Unfortunately, this amendment has fallen short of target and failed to address the highlighted problem faced by Yoruba state due to many factors. In particular, the composition of Nigeria National Assembly that is skewed towards a particular group in northern part of Nigeria, resulting in a decision by majority that is unrepresentative of the wishes, values, goals of the diverse people and nations in Nigeria. Our language, culture, history are no longer being taught to our children, while our resources are siphoned to promote the whims of domineering hegemony. We, the Yoruba people, have seen and experienced good administration and governance in comparative economies and nation, which will bring the same to bear to the Yoruba nation for the progress and development of generations to come. Following this, therefore, we demand the following. Peaceful decoupling of Yoruba territory from Nigeria. We, the Yoruba people, demand for decoupling of Yoruba territory. We are calling for referendum regarding our stated objective. Conclusively, it is the interest of Yoruba nation to exit current political format, in its place a Yoruba nation that will live peacefully with our neighbors in accordance with relevant international laws. We, the Yoruba people, thank you for taking out the time to attend this press briefing and pass our demand to the President of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari. God bless Oduduwa Nation. Thank you, everybody. Dr. Shina Okonomo, Secretary General, Yoruba Workforce Worldwide.
Gentlemen of the press. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Oduduwa, the Global Coordinator of Oduduwa Action Movement, a group working with other Yoruba self-determination groups to restore peace, progress, and development to the southwest region. Today marks 60 years since Nigeria's independence. While 60 years is a very significant milestone in the life of any nation, today calls for sober reflection, especially by the Yoruba people of southwest Nigeria, due to gross underdevelopment of the southwest region, naked display of nepotism in employment, treatment, and appointments to federal offices and institutions, wanting kidnapping and killing, raping of women and girls by Islamic fundamentalists, and herdsmen invasion of our land, among other untoward treatment of our people. After critical reflection of the unfortunate situations aforementioned, the Yoruba of Southwest have reconsidered our continuous existence in Nigeria, a product of the 1914 amalgamation, which expired in 2014, as it was designed to last 100 years. Consequently, we have determined that our region needs total transformation in the form of power devolution. The Oduduwa Action Movement, in association with other Yoruba groups, following due consultations at home and abroad, have begun the formal process to actualize autonomy for our region, the southwest of Nigeria. This will allow us to self-determine our future henceforth in a peaceful win-win situation with the government of Nigeria and the other regions. I refer to the provision of the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1514 of 1960, which states that all peoples have the right to self-determination. By the virtue of that right, they may freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Specifically, Article 1, Section 2 of the United Nations Charter recognizes self-determination as an essentiality for world peace and provides for the development of friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of the people. Fellow peace lovers, 2 days ago, September 28, our solicitors delivered our letter to this effect to President Muhammadu Buhari, in which we asked Mr. President to immediately start the process towards actualization of autonomy for the Southwest region. A copy of the letter was delivered to the Senate President and Speaker of the House of Representatives, as well as governors and speakers of House of Assembly of the 6 Yoruba states, Kogi, Kwara, and Edo states. The letter was published on page 30 of the Nation newspaper yesterday. The African Charter on Human and People's Rights, adopted by the Organization of African Unity, OAU, now African Union, in 1981, to which Nigeria is a signatory, specifically refers to self-determination as a political, economic, and social right. The entrenchment of this right is to ensure that each constituent nationalities of a society that desire to have autonomy from the others does so without hindrance or any threat to peace. So therefore, it is in the spirit of this that we formally made a demand to the government of President Buhari to honor Nigeria's commitment to that charter. The world is watching. Again, the world is watching. We believe President Buhari will use his good offices to set the process in motion without any delay. We shall do our part to make it a win-win situation for Nigeria and the autonomous Southwest region. In the build-up to today, there have been rumors of impending violence in Ibadan, especially as we planned on getting together as a people to demand our rights to live with dignity, to live without constant fears of kidnapping or invasion or death in the hands of world-condemned extremists. I want to assure the people of Nigeria and the entire world that we are peace-loving people. We are only demanding our God-given rights, and we shall do so without malice or violence towards the government of Nigeria and its agencies and people of other ethnic groups living peacefully in Yoruba land. However, our determination is firm. We are fully determined. We shall use all civil and peaceful means within international laws and norms to actualize an autonomy for Yoruba land. History is full with other nations which have achieved similar status without bloodshed. A recent example is Catalonia, an autonomous region of Spain. I repeat, we are determined to work with the government of Nigeria to actualize autonomy for Yoruba land without bloodshed. I repeat, without bloodshed. In conclusion, I call on Yoruba people all over the world to exercise patience and continue to remain peaceful as we go through the important process that will ultimately lead to progress and meaningful development for our land. I advise our people not to give in to fear or rumors that our mission was to divide Nigeria or to cause chaos in the land. On the contrary, we are the true lovers of peace and progress here today. Our mission is to ensure rapid development and progress for the people. What is the use of an entity without progress and peace for the people? Fellow lovers of peace and progress here today, I salute your passion and determination. We have made our demands. The world has heard us. Even though the government of Nigeria have blocked all routes to this venue with their security agencies, but we have made our demand known to the world. I salute your passion and determination. Similar rallies have been held in major cities all over the world today, including London, Paris, New York, Chicago, and Toronto. I encourage you to continue to be peaceful. Again, continue to be peaceful. We are not enemies of Nigeria. We want progress for all the peoples of the entity. All we aspire and demand is an entity built on strong democratic values and institutions, with supremacy of the rule of law, social and economic justice for all. An autonomous land where every citizen is valued and can live a productive life to realize their full potentials, irrespective of creed, race, ethnicity, or sexual orientation. So we ask, and so we shall achieve. Thank you all for listening.
ẹ ṣé gan.
ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí.